start here. All right, I want to talk about a topic that we just don't talk about enough. And that topic is fear. As you can see, I am 36 weeks pregnant with my second child, and I am super
excited, just thrilled that I'll be giving birth soon, in less than a month, hopefully, if I'm not overdue. I'll be giving birth, and I know one of the main things that women deal with in the third trimester, especially as they get close to labor, and especially when it's their first child, is the fear of labor and birth. And we want to do everything we can to eliminate this fear. It's been embedded in us from the time we're like little girls. We see movies where women are like screaming, they're like, ah, because they're in labor. We get taught that, you know, because Eve gave Adam the apple, we're being punished by God during childbirth, and that it's just this horrific experience. It's painful and it's hard. And I just want to say that I think that all of those are cultural myths that we've made up and most of us have bought into. And so it's not to say that women don't have challenging childbirths, but I think for most women, especially women who are low risk and don't have a lot of complications, childbirth does not have to be this grotesque experience. And I want to share with you some different things you can do in the third trimester, and especially in the last month, to really prepare for childbirth. So one of the main things you can do is you can drink red raspberry tea. I've been consuming it throughout my pregnancy. I'm very comfortable with herbs. I consume them regularly when I'm not pregnant, so I feel very comfortable taking it throughout my pregnancy. I love red raspberry leaf. When I'm not pregnant, I take it, and it really helps me to eliminate pains associated with my period, cramping and all of that. It helps to ease that. In fact, I don't even take painkillers. I don't take Advil or Aleve or anything like that. All I do is drink red raspberry tea, and it eliminates my cramps. So a lot of herbologists and even midwives and some doctors are starting to recommend that women take this in the last trimester, especially as they get close to labor, because it tones the uterus and it really helps make your contractions more effective when you go into labor. So it really helps to get the woman's reproductive system ready for labor, which is so awesome. So that's one of the things that I do. Last time, I mean, it's hard for me to say whether it helped with my first birth because I don't have anything to compare it to, but I know my postpartum healing was very, very just seamless. I mean, I stopped bleeding and everything was pretty much healed within a couple of days. So it really helped me to heal very, very quickly. I think that the herbs that I was taking definitely contributed to that, and the main one was red raspberry leaf. Another thing that you can do is listen to affirmations and hypnosis, self-hypnosis. There are some hypnosis CDs on iTunes. If you just do hypnosis for pregnancy, you'll see them there. They're like $10. They're really inexpensive. So you can sample them, see which ones you kind of like, and purchase them and start listening to them. And also affirmations. You want to affirm, especially when you have people around you telling you that it's going to be hard, it's going to hurt, it's going to, filling your mind with all of these perceptions of what it's going to be like. You want to fill your mind with ideas of just how blissful birth can be and change that perception. So affirmations really, really help with that. If you have one you want to say to yourself every time you become afraid, that's a great idea. A good one is, I am open to give birth to my baby. Labor is a painless and beautiful process. I'm ready and willing to, my body is ready and willing to birth my child. These are just a few that I'm kind of making up, some of the ones that I use myself. So affirm, and then use the self-hypnosis You can use self-hypnosis techniques, or you can use, you know, the hypnosis CDs I discussed earlier to really get your mind prepared, because birth is definitely a physical process, but it's really a mental process, because women don't really have to do anything to give birth. I mean, God and the baby pretty much have that worked out. Just like in your pregnancy, there are things you can do to support the process, but you don't control the process. The process is happening whether you're an active participant or not. So you're lending your body. God is working through you. The baby's kind of working through you. Nature, whatever you want to say. But it's a process that happens without you. And really the most you want to do is to be in the right mindset to allow the process. It's really a process of surrendering when you give birth. And you want to surrender and allow it to happen through you. And that's not something we're good at doing on a regular basis. In today's world, most people like power, we like control, we like to know that we can control things, especially our lives and our bodies. And birth is not like that. You have to surrender. You have to allow something to happen through you. And so you want to be mentally prepared to let go and to allow that to happen. And hypnosis and affirmations help with that. Herbs will help your body be prepared. The affirmations and self-hypnosis will help your mind be prepared. And that's just some of the things you can do to prepare. So just wanted to share that with you. I hope you found this information helpful. That's it for now. Talk to you later.